Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new around here, thanks for joining. In this video I'll be planning the week of July 24th through July the 30th in my Erin Condren Life Planner, and it's a vertical style planner. For this spread I'll be using a kit that I designed for my Etsy shop called One More Cup. I've got some full box illustrations that I created for the kit. And of course with that you're going to get gradient checklists, bottom washi, half and quarter boxes, glitter headers, your titles and date covers, date dots and littles, a lot of functional stickers in an additional full box, and then your patterned and solid washi, a ton of icons and some weekly boxes. And then lastly, some more decorative functional stickers. As always, I'm going to get started by laying down the bottom washi. This week we've actually got a friend coming to stay with us. It's someone who used to live here in town with us but then moved out of state. But he kept his job here, and so twice a year he comes to stay with us for a week or so and just touches base with his company. Whenever he does come to stay, we tend to eat out at a lot of restaurants for lunches and dinners. I know for myself, even though I've been away from Canada for so many years, I still miss certain restaurants from my hometown and get those cravings, and so when our friend is here staying with us, we scratch all those itches that he has as far as restaurants go. So I've put down all the date dots onto the date covers while it's still on the sticker sheet. Find it's a little easier to get them straight that way. And then I'm going to go ahead and cover up the printed flags with some that are included with the kit that coordinate a little bit better. I'm popping down some littles at the bottom of the page, one for our meal on Monday because we're going to have that one at the house. And then I put down a film little because I was planning on watching this movie that I saw was available on Netflix called To the Bone. I think it's about anorexia, and it's got Keanu Reeves and Lily Collins in it, so I'll give that a shot. And then I go up to the top of the day and put down a cleaning header and a 3-heart checklist for 3 of the cleaning jobs that I had to do for the day. I don't know why, but those 3 and 6-heart checklists, when they're the strip style, it just gives me a hard time trying to put those down straight. Anyway, the next part of the day I was going to spend on another blog that I run, addressing some blog comments and run some updates on some of the WordPress plugins and themes, that kind of stuff. And so I put down part of a gradient checklist for that, and it's topped off with a glitter header. And then from there I wanted to spend a little time doing some online shopping. I want to get a couple of new tops and stuff, so I wanted to browse a few shops that I like to buy clothes online from. And so I put down a half box for that, framed by a couple of the pieces of solid washi. And then it occurred to me that I had chosen the wrong shade of blue for that glitter header, so I replaced it with the correct darker shade of blue. Put a second one in the evening to section off some time there as well. I decided I really liked this way that I decorated the time I spent working on the blog. From a couple of weeks ago, I put down a little computer sticker, a little desk lamp, and then I cut off the book part of the study sticker that's included on the functional sheet of the kit, and I put that down beside the computer like a little desk scene. Kind of digging the way that all looks together. And then I put a me time sticker down on the blue glitter header that I had at the bottom. I want to set some time aside to use a sheet mask that I discovered the last time I was in Japan. I particularly like using them in the summer when my skin gets dry, because it does a great job of softening my skin. And I figured while I was doing that, I could also tackle a pedicure. Moving on to Tuesday, I start out by putting one of the quote boxes that's included with the kit. It says, "First I drink the coffee, then I do the things." That's pretty much true of every day of the week for me. Next, I put down a to-do header and I trim down a gradient checklist for the 3 items that I want to tackle. It would be so nice if I could tackle all of my cleaning on one day of the week so that the rest of the days I didn't have to worry about it, but with 2 big dogs constantly shedding, there's always dusting and vacuuming to be done. And it's becoming kind of a summer habit to go out with our friends and get some dinner and then go to the pub and do a pub quiz. And so this week we were going to try and get there a little bit earlier than normal to make sure that we get a table inside the bar, because the last couple of times we've been out on the patio, and in the Texas heat when it's like 95 to 105 degrees outside, you really want to be inside where the air conditioning's on. The game plan was to go to In-N-Out Burger and get some takeout, because they don't mind you bringing outside food to the bar, and then getting there early to get our table. And so I put down a little fast food sticker there, and then I add a little cocktail drink to this part where I'm going to write down about the pub quiz. Moving on to Wednesday, I put down a today header, and then I follow that up with a gradient checklist that I've trimmed down to 3 items. From there, I put down a coordinating glitter header over those drastic double black lines. And then I'm going to use another one of the illustrated full boxes that I created for this kit. This one has a little extra space at the top to write something down. I've got an appointment on Wednesday at this place that gives you a gift card for doing a media study. They end up being kind of fun usually to do, and gives you that little bit of extra money for shopping or gas or whatever. Comes in handy. But I do end up wiggling it around a little bit just to get it to line up a little better on the page. Cover up some of the pre-printed lines. I plan to use the rest of the afternoon to design some functional sheets for my Etsy shop, and so I put down some patterned washi to frame notes on that. And then in the evening I just put down a meal sticker. We were planning on going out to dinner with our in-laws as well as our friend that was arriving that day from out of town. I add a little bit more of the patterned washi and then top it off with some of the solid washi to write on. And then after wiggling that around a little bit just to get it placed the way I wanted it and straighten it out, I top it off with a design header sticker and then one of the little functional stickers included with the kit. It's a little pencil holder with pens and pencils and stuff. I start Thursday off with a glitter header and then a bill due sticker. Unfortunately, got to pay the mortgage. And then I wanted to use one of the illustrated full boxes that I drew for the kit. Underneath that, I lay down another patterned full box that I'm going to use as a background for a dinner that my husband and our friend were going to have. We took him to our sushi place. Luckily, he loves sushi as much as I do, so he didn't complain about that. So I put down a sushi sticker that's included on the kit on the functional page, as well as the Japanese lucky cat, just to give that little decoration. And then there's a Mr. Boba shop nearby, and so I also put down some of the solid washi as a backdrop for a Gimme Boba sticker. On Friday, I popped down a Today header, and then I wanted to FaceTime one of my brothers in Canada, and so put down a little decorative circle from the kit and an iPhone to remind myself of that. I put down a bill due sticker for a car insurance payment that I needed to make, and then I added another one of the illustrated full boxes from the kit. This was a cappuccino that I had in LA, and I Instagrammed it, and it was delicious. And I'm so excited because we're going back to LA in October to the same hotel, and so I've got one of those in my future. I can't wait. And in the evening on Friday, we were planning on taking our friend for some Texas barbecue. So I put down some blue patterned washi as a backdrop for a half box to write down the details for that. And then just to fill up the space at the top of the page, I added a blue glitter header as a backdrop to some of the deco that's included with the kit, a little moleskin notebook and a couple of highlighter pens. Next, I want to lay down the weekend banner, and I'm trying to decide whether I want to give it a backdrop or not. I looked at a couple of the patterned washis that were available in the kit. I know my washi tape collection doesn't really have colors that coordinate well with this particular weekly kit, and I decided I like the way it stood up on its own. I just took a little bit of the coral color solid washi to cover up the black lines underneath the date covers and then lay it down on its own. It's got kind of a swooping psychedelic type pattern behind the script. Underneath that, I did want to make sure that I included the last full box that I had illustrated for the kit. It's kind of a girl on the go with her coffee and bag. Beneath that, I put down 2 of the quarter size appointment labels side by side to write down the details of the lunch that Brooks and I were going to have. And then in the evening, we were planning on going to an all-you-can-eat sushi place, and so put down a couple glitter headers and then layered vertically one of the half boxes to write the details of that down. Lastly, at the end of the day, I put down a TV little to mark down Ozark. We had been watching it a little bit throughout the beginning of the week, and I wanted to continue watching some episodes over the weekend, so I put that down to remind myself to do that there. Beneath that, I put down a patterned full box as a backdrop to a half box that I put down vertically to write down the details of a lunch that we were going to have at a Tex-Mex place here in town that our friend wanted to make sure he visited before he left. I jumped down to the bottom of the page and put down some more littles. First was a meal little because my husband and I were going to cook dinner at home while our friend went to visit some other people he knows in town. And then I put down a lot of TV littles because Sunday nights are now big TV nights for us. Of course, we're still watching Game of Thrones, and now Rick and Morty has started to come on Sunday nights as well, and I think we were planning on finishing up Ozark while we were at it. Moving over to the sidebar, I put down the second quote box that's included with the kit. It says, "Come here, you big cup of beautiful coffee, and lie to me about how much we're going to get done today." And then under that, I lay down my usual box for a header and my 2 weekly boxes that I usually use to record blog stats for another blog that I run. I am thinking about changing this up sometime in August, maybe beginning of August if I get my act together in time. I think I'm going to record this kind of information in another journal that I have and instead use this space to track some fitness goals that I've got starting in August. Here's the finished spread. I'm just going to go fill it out and I'll be right back. And so here's what the spread looks like with what I can filled out. I added a sticker from Once More with Love to our little barbecue night. It's a little guy cooking, and I also added a little bit of deco to fill up the space at the bottom of the sidebar. And so as I go through the stickers that were left over after I was finished with the spread, I'd like to take this time to thank you for joining me for another plan with me. If you did like this kit called One More Cup, it's available on my Etsy shop, Saso Co. If you enter coupon code SASO25 at checkout, you will get 25% off your order from my shop. There is no minimum for that, and I will link that coupon code in the description below as well. If you enjoyed this Plan With Me video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see future Plan With Me videos, I'd love it if you would subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye-bye.